I'm feeling great. I don't have anything to complain about this pregnancy. Anything. And I'm being super serious. Anything. This was a blessed pregnancy since the beginning until now. And I'm almost at the end of my pregnancy. Blessed pregnancy. Even he agrees. He's kicking me right now. The only thing is that I have symptoms that I can remember, like, because it was during a period of the pregnancy, it was in the beginning nauseous. I was very, very nauseous all the time, all day, every day. And don't tell me it's morning sickness, because there's nothing morning about this, okay? Because I would wake up and in the morning I would be fine, and then around like 11, bear in mind I start working at 7 usually, around 11 I would start to feel sick, and this was not lack of food, and this was not lack of liquid, and this was not lack of anything. And it was not because I was super stressed every day. No, that happened, once in a while. And in the beginning it was very, very hard for me, even though I have, some stomach, intestine problems usually, even before I was pregnant. It was a bit hard for me to know that I was pregnant. I couldn't tell anyone, and then I was feeling nauseous because I was pregnant, and I couldn't tell anyone. So I just told everyone, baby, he wants to participate in this video, okay? Baby, stop kicking mommy. At least there. He's like this, like pushing like this, like on the top of my belly. It's quite fun. But when I'm sitting down, it's not that fun anymore, because he's getting big. And that's good. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's quite like sometimes he's like, what are you doing? But yeah, nauseous was a very persistent symptom in the beginning of my pregnancy, in the first trimester. And then it calmed down, like not in the beginning of the second trimester, but like in the middle of it. Because then I started to take like some pills just for that symptom. And I've been taking them every day now, before I go to sleep, and then on the following day I'm totally fine. I don't know if I would continue to be nauseous because I started to take those pills. And I totally advise that it's a natural pill. It doesn't cause, addictions, or it doesn't have crazy chemicals or anything. It's something natural that you just take, and it makes it better. That's all I have to say. And I advise to everyone that is pregnant, but first please talk to your doctor, because I'm not a doctor. And so I started taking that. So it calmed down. And I also started to take, and this is something I advise people, ginger tea, peppermint tea, or mint tea, or whatever you want to call it, and chewing gums. Especially mint chewing gums. It helps. It helps a lot. A lot. It doesn't make miracles, but if you make it a habit to, drink one of the teas in the morning, one of the teas in the afternoon, chewing gums in the middle, it's manageable. I didn't, and this is going to be TMI, but I didn't throw up. There was only one time in my entire pregnancy until now, and I'm 8 months pregnant. Well, when this video it's up, I'm probably going to be a bit further. Yeah, but it helps a lot. So I super advise you to have all those things with you, just in case, because you're going to need it. So yeah, and then I didn't felt too much on my first trimester other than that, and that I was very, very, very tired. I wanted to sleep all day, every day as well. So I was super tired. And then on the second trimester, I continued to be tired. And I could see a lot of people saying, oh yeah, on the second trimester, you get all your energy back. And I was like, I don't see where it is. And I spent my second trimester all like that until the end. And then on the second because you have to do like these blood tests, you know, these specific, like very long blood tests, you know, they take like freaking liters of your blood just to, you know, test everything. And yeah, on that second big one, my doctor found out that I was anemic, and then I had something on my thyroid, you know, nothing major, nothing like, oh my god, but something to be careful with. And then I had to go to, you know, a doctor that was a specialist in, you know, thyroid problems in pregnancy and all that. But yeah, so she found out that I was anemic, so she prescribed me iron, and she changed my multivitamins, you know, the prenatal ones, because I was taking some that had iodine, and I think that's how it's called. If it's not, I'll just write it here. But yeah, I think it's iodine. And these ones don't have it. And then I went to the other doctor, and she just prescribed me something, you know, to take every morning before I eat, you know, half an hour before I eat or something like that, for my thyroid, so that we can see if we can balance, you know, the numbers. Because it's not serious, but it could become serious. See what I mean? So yeah. So that's why I was so tired as well, you know, it was not normal that I would continue to be tired. And then, yeah, and that was one of them. And also in the second trimester, other than that, but that's not, well, it could be considered a symptom, but it was also a cause of lack of iron and thyroid and whatever. Bleeding gums. Until now, I have bleeding gums, don't worry. Like, listen, you're going to bleed from your gums like crazy. Well, I don't think everyone will, but yeah, I do, a lot, and from my nose as well, but that's another symptom. And until now, I have a lot of, you know, bleeding gums and bleeding nose, but, you know, now I'm used to it, there's nothing major about it. And then, of course, I started to feel my baby around 18, 19 weeks. Yeah, and for people that don't know weeks, that's around, yeah, 4 months, 4 months and a half, almost 5, you know, around that time, between 4 and 5 months. So that's when I started to feel my baby. You know, very, very light, gentle touches. Not like now, because now he's crazy. So yeah, so that's when I started feeling it. And then it never stopped since then. So yeah, I was always like trying to see if I could feel it, if I could, you know, make it move. I don't know, I was just crazy, you know, first child, first pregnancy, you know, I didn't know what to expect, I didn't know what to do, I didn't know anything, so I just, you know, I just wanted to feel him, you know, move. So yeah, and then eventually I did. So another thing is that people were asking me is like if I had any cravings. No, I didn't have any cravings, other than I had to adjust my menus in the first months, and until now I have this problem that I cannot eat hot food, like hot food, you know, I have to wait until it's almost cold. And in the beginning, when I was having, you know, all those nauseous and things and whatever, episodes fit, so I want to call it, it had to be cold out of the fridge. It doesn't matter what. It was crazy, but cold out of the fridge. Now I can eat, you know, like normal temperature, you know, not cold, not hot, you know, in the middle. But yeah, but it cannot be hot. I have to wait until it cools down a bit. So yeah, you know, I think that's a persistent one. But probably it's just a preference that my baby has, I don't know. More for the end of my second trimester, I started to crave a lot of sweets. And I'm not a sweet person. Well, I am a sweet person, I'm very sweet. But I'm not a sweet person on the sense of I don't eat a lot of candy. I don't eat a lot of sweet things, you know, with a lot of sugar in anything. And I avoided to eat a lot of things until now. And now I'm feeling like, you know, every once in a while I want to eat chocolate, or I want to eat, you know, and I'm not that kind of person. Or I want to eat a cake, or I want to eat something. And it's getting progressively worse. which is something that I have to fight because I don't want to gain like extreme weight, because until now I'm totally fine. I'm gaining weight as I should. I only have a belly, so nothing major. Nothing that they asked me if I had any preference on the gender when I found out it was a boy. I was like, no, I had no preference at all, and I'm being totally honest. I had no preference. I was happy if it was a boy, if it was a girl, if it was both. I was happy as long as it was healthy. I know this is a cliche. As long as it was healthy, but it's true. It's actually true. I would be so happy to have a girl, but I'm so happy to have a boy. And I think it's quite cool to have a boy, because I'm not going to say I'm a manly girl, no. But I have a lot of things that I like to do, and that are more considered by society, let's say it, manly, than I think girly. So I didn't have any preference. I was so happy. I had a feeling it was a boy anyway. So yeah, so it just confirmed another feeling that I had. I'm super weird, I know. And then people were asking me, all the time, if I was nervous or if I was excited or whatever. So let's just say this. I got super excited when I found out after processing it. I was not anxious. I was not nervous because of me being pregnant. I was not sad. I was not unhappy. I was not regretting anything. Nothing of the sort. I was happy. I was calm. Like this. I was so calm. Like I never felt in my life, and I've been super calm. Like now everything makes sense. Like I don't even know how to explain this better than this. It's like the moment I had the tests, saying that I was pregnant, it was like, okay, now everything makes sense. And if you ask me, what does make sense? I have no idea, but it was like, okay, I'm super calm. I'm confident. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. Let's go. Yeah, and then I started getting super excited about it, obviously. Super excited because, I was going to have a child, and oh my God, I'm going to be a mom. And now it's like, in like 1-2 months, I'm going to be actually a mom. I'm going to have a child in my arms. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. But oh my God, I'm going to be a mom. This is actually real. This is actually going to happen. It's not just having, being pregnant and feeling the baby in your body. It's a bit, you feel like you have an alien moving in your tummy and all that, but it's not out, it's a person, but it's kind of like you've been playing dolls until now. Because you've been choosing outfits, and you've been choosing the bedding, and you've been choosing the whatevers, and you've been buying pacifiers and whatever, all those things, and it looks like you're playing dolls. And then you realize, like, in a month and a half, whenever it decides to come, I'm actually going to be a mom. I'm actually going to have a baby. I'm actually going to have a child, a person that is half of me, has my blood. I made it. He's here, he's breathing, he needs me all the time, every day, 24 hours. And I'm like, oh my God, this is becoming like extremely real. But I'm not in a bad way, in a good way, but in like an anxious way, like, oh my God, am I going to be able to do all the things that moms do? Am I going to be a good mom? Not that I'm doubting my capacities or anything, but I think this is something, very natural for people to, start feeling when they're like close to the end of the pregnancy. So that's basically it. The only thing that I could say that I was very, very nervous, but I think it's a bit of, who I am. I think it's a bit of personality. I am like this. Was when I had to do all those extensive blood tests and ultrasounds and whatever, and the measures and everything, to make sure that the baby was super healthy. Before, I was nervous, especially before the first one. I was super nervous because I have never actually saw him face, and then I saw his beautiful little face and his beautiful little nose, and I'm almost crying now. Oh my god, this being pregnant. It's like he has like this perfect little nose and this perfect little chin, and I'm almost crying. I'm sorry, this is stupid. But yeah, and these beautiful little lips, and I was like, he's perfect. And yes, and now I'm going to cry. Oh Jesus, help me. If you listen to anything, I just have to open the window. I had to cry a bit because this is happening a lot lately. I think this is end of second trimester, beginning of the third. I'm super emotional, and every time that I think about my child, I can't even explain how I feel. Like, it's the most beautiful thing ever. No, we're not going to cry again. We already cried. But yeah, but see, symptoms. Those were the only times that I was actually nervous. But nervous to know that everything was fine. And then when the doctor said, like, he's perfect, the doctor actually say he's perfect. All the times until now, he's been perfect. His little feet and his little hands, and he has this huge lip. I don't even know where he got it from. It's like, and this very, very round and cute nose, button nose. I can't wait just to, I know I'm not supposed to, smuggle him, but I will. A bit, just a tiny bit, I'm allowed, I'm his mom. So yeah, so to end this, and I know that I was saying that I was going to talk about products and everything that I felt it was essential. I'm going to do another video about this because I think it's a bit more helpful if it is in separate videos, because this is probably going to be way too long because I'm being here and then I'm being controlling my emotions, and then I've been crying, and then I've been laughing, all sorts of emotions, and now I just want to finish with some cute things that I received today, just for you to see, because I'm very excited. And that, and the first thing I want to say is, that I want to raise my child as bilingual, because of course I want him to learn my language, that is Portuguese, because I'm living in Portugal and everyone speaks Portuguese, and he's going to be in a Portuguese school and he's going to be Portuguese. So obviously, but I also want him to know how to speak English since he's born. Well, I'm not expecting him to talk when he's born, hopefully not, because that would be scary. But I'm going to speak with him in English. I already do. So I chose some books from Amazon, and I'm extremely excited because they are the cutest thing ever. And I have more, but I'm just going to show you two, because the other two are for when he is born. So I just picked up this one. This is called I Love You Like No Other. It's the cutest thing. Look, two others. And then if you go inside, it's very, very simple. It has like the mom and the baby of loads of species of animals. And then say something like, for example, this one is, a lioness and the lion cub. And then he says, we make the perfect pair together every day. And it rhymes. So it's like the cutest thing ever. And, it's very simple. It's very thick. And I think it's so cute. And, and then it says, like here in the back, give hedgehogs and kisses. Hedgehogs, right? To your special little squeak heart with this fantastic book. Perfect for anyone you love very much. Come on, this is the cutest thing ever. And then Also, I picked up this one that is called With My Mommy. That it's, again, you know, I have a problem with animals. I love animals. So it's a mom bear and a bear cub. And it says here, every day is special with mommy. And then also beautiful drawings like the other one as well. Like, look at this. It's the mom panda and the baby panda. And then, you know, we have all sorts of animals. You know, the mom elephant and the baby elephant. It's throwing a tantrum. And then everything is like rhyming and everything. Like, look. Look at this. Can you handle this? This is the cutest thing ever. And then it says, here in the back, it says, days with my mommy are always such fun and never so special together as one. From morning to night and all the bits in between, being with mommy makes every moment of every day special. I mean, cutest thing ever. Yeah, and then I received something that I have to share because I want, and I know that people are going to think that this is very corny, but I don't care. Me and my baby are going to have matching outfits. So, I'm going to share. It's from Shein. And I know a lot of people have problems with Shein or whatever, but you know, if you choose carefully, they have quite good quality. And for the amount of time that your child is actually going to wear this. So, and they actually have this collection that is called, and this is funny because again, animals, it's called Cozy Cub. And they have the cutest things ever, and you have to look at it. I don't think this one is from there, but I advise to look at it. So, I mean, look. It's the cutest thing. He has a zipper, and he's very furry on the inside as well. And he has no feet, which is cool because, you know, if he grows up a bit, then he can continue to wear this. Of course, keep away from fire, but we already know how fast fashion is, so it's fine. And he has a hood, so he's going to be super soft in here. Look! Ah! Yeah, this one I got 3 to 6 months. Because I got one the size below from, you know, and I will show you, 1 to 3 months exactly. That is like a gray one with the rainbow. It's quite cute as well. But then I realized, you know, if the guy is huge and it doesn't fit them for too long, then I have this, and we still have spring. The entire spring is going to be here, cozy, and the bears with the bow. Oh, and then of course I said I wanted to match my child, right? Shein, making dreams come true. Are you ready for this? I don't think I'm ready for this. I mean, look at my jacket. This is mine. Look, mama bear and baby bear. Look, we're going to match. And it has a zipper as well. It doesn't have a hood because I didn't want one. You know, things with a hoodie are cute, but you know. And again, very cozy and warm on the inside. And zipper works perfectly fine. You know, it's like this. It has a little elastic band here, but nothing major. Here as well, you know. So I think this would look quite cute. I'm not going to show you now because probably it is not going to fit right now, but because I have a huge belly. But I think this is the cutest thing ever, and that is exactly the same bear. And they have loads of things. They have loads of jackets, they have pajamas, they have everything with this print for babies, for children, like, you know, bigger children, for men and women. So you can have the entire family matching. Imagine that. So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. I hope you like this video. Just don't forget to like and subscribe and activate the little bell for more uploads with me. You know, I'm going to do the pregnancy essentials and favorites and products and all that. And I'm also going to do, you know, the ones that I told you before that I was going to, you know, like a sneak peek of his clothing and all the things that I got him and everything. And yeah, and we'll go from there. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.